I would like to hire a medical malpractice attorney to get an apology from the doctor or the hospital. In other words, I would like to hire an attorney just to pretty much get the defendant doctor to say that they're sorry for what either happened to me or my baby. Want to know what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law in the state of Maryland, and I would like to quickly talk with you today about some really important information. And this information deals with individuals who contact my office, and they contact us because what they are truly concerned about with everything is that they're not in it, quote, for the money. They just want to make sure that the doctors or the hospital will apologize to them. Now, before I answer that question, I think it's going to be helpful for you to understand one of the main roles of the civil system or the civil justice system. And when we are talking about bringing a birth trauma or a medical malpractice case, we are essentially dealing with the law of negligence. And in that law of negligence in Maryland, we have 4 basic elements. And those elements essentially deal with duty, breach of duty, causation, and damages. And for that 4th element of damages, the best way to understand damages is it is the harm or the injury that has been done to you. And so the reason why these elements are important is because if you do not prove these elements, then you will not be successful in your case. And so when we're talking about damages, or when an individual says, well, I'm just in it to get an apology, or I'm just in it to have the doctor to say that they're sorry, hopefully now you will understand the issue with this. You have to show these 4 elements when we are looking at bringing a case. And another thing that you have to take into consideration is when we're talking about duty, breach, causation, and damages, there's another element, or there's another standard, I guess we should say, that you have to make sure that you understand, and that is that to be successful, you got to show that your treating doctor fell below the standard of care owed to you, and by falling below that standard of care, this is what caused the damages or your harm to you. And to be able to do this, we have to use medical experts. So what's going to happen is that your attorney, if you're talking about bringing a case like this, your attorney is going to, in many instances, pay for these medical experts. And these medical experts will review everything. They will give opinions as to that standard of care, as to causation, as to the injury or the harm that's done to you. And so when a person is talking about, well, I'm not in it for the money, I'm just in it for the doctor or the hospital to say that they're sorry, hopefully now you can understand the problem that will creep up when we're talking about bringing the case like that. So remember what I said, one of the main focuses of the civil justice system is for the system to be able to award you damages or to award you money and to try to put you back as whole as possible based on the actions of another person. And so the truth of the matter is that when we're talking about bringing a birth injury case or a medical malpractice case, it's not enough to just say, well, I want the doctor or the hospital to say that they're sorry. That is really not the role of the civil justice system. The role, one of the main roles of the civil justice system is to take the person who has harmed you or your family and make them pay money because of the harm that they have dealt to you. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about this really important information? Because I'm giving you insight into this process. Like I said, we have been getting a lot of calls lately with individuals who've been contacting us, and they're pretty much saying that, well, I'm not in it for the money, I'm just in it for the doctor to say I'm sorry or the hospital to apologize to me. And I'm just trying to help you understand the issues with just having that as the main focus when we're talking about bringing a medical malpractice case or a birth trauma case. If you would like to speak with me further, maybe you're here today because your baby has suffered an injury at birth and you have questions. You just don't know what you're going to be able to do, how you're going to meet these challenges, and you would like to speak with someone further. If you have all of this going on, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, taking this next action, it costs you absolutely nothing. And what is that action? To pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832. In addition, you can reach me toll free at 1-833-4BABY-HELP. You can also send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer childbirth injury and birth trauma questions just like yours all the time, and I will be happy to take some time to listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here at Boston Law Group, LLC. And we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.